Ah. Alright. So one little thing. So there's the Ben story and then there's Inko support, right? Now I'm assuming that Ben's story is just you getting the story and that's it. And I'm just going to assume that Inko support true doesn't give you any extra little tidbits of dialogue at any point in the game. And it's just there to be there, I guess. That's what I'm going to assume. If not, then in a future mod video or whatever, I'll put in the little tidbit just to show it off. Because in my head I'm crazy and I'm worried about things that don't matter at all. You know what? I'm gonna see other people play this just to see what they drew here. That'll be fun. 4 years ago, or whatever that guy said. Now, Mr. Nito, you can give me your side of the incident. I recount the events as Olivia and I had done with Ideken, including the part where he saved us with a stun baton. From the moment Mia took Olivia away, to finding them in the classroom, to when she slapped herself in the face with a glitter-covered poster. Leaving out the nature of the blackmail, of course. Getting everything out into the open is relieving, and I'm able to remain calm and collected the whole way through. I'm doing the proper thing this time. When I spoke, Mia leered at me with eyes promising a vicious death. Ben, on the other hand, is looking increasingly uneasy that I'm not playing along with your little game. He is not glancing my way, but his eyebrows furrow in a way. It's clear he's silently begging me to help him out here. No wet dick for you. Sorry, bro. Mia focuses her vengeful stare at him as if to say, "What are you doing?" Inko, I'd like to remind you it's your word against hers. There's no proof anything you're saying is true. Did she ask for evidence? Did she ask for evidence, or did she ask for my side of the story? True, but Mia's never hurt. Ben, I'm not interested in these mind games. She's been targeting Olivia and I all year. You want to defend Mia, I get that. Why does that involve throwing Olivia and I under the bus? Still here, dickwad. Mia? Scalar manages to shut her down with an authoritative glare. I don't even care why you're trying to screw me over. But is there even a reason? What the hell are you even doing, Glasses? You're letting this schmuck walk all over you. I'm waiting. It's complicated, okay? Is it? If you haven't figured it out, can you leave Olivia and I out of it then? No. Okay, fine. You want to find something to blame? Someone to take responsibility away from Mia? I know your guy, the guy responsible for everything. Ben raises an eyebrow. Well, yes, that would be ideal. You. None of this would have happened if you hadn't hurt Olivia in the first place. Yeah, since you got the story and all the points, that you would know about that in this context. What? He knows what I'm talking about. And here you are, 4 years later, still up to the same tricks. Olivia's stuck at home, her wheelchair is busted, and she's heartbroken. I didn't know. Is she alright? And you're just bringing up this interpersonal drama. Please have some self-awareness. I have more important things to be worrying about, clearly. I don't care to be a part of whatever house of cards you have set up here. Damn it. Ben sucks in a sharp breath through his teeth, sagging heavily as he lets that air escape in a long sigh. I just got another idea for a drawing. I'll do it at the end. You probably have an idea of what it's going to be. Sorry, Mia. The plan's a bust. The fuck? How? I can't do it. Not like this. There's other things I can do for you, just not at anyone's expense. The plan? Mr. McKnight, you mean to tell me that Mr. Nito's right? Yo, Stringbean, you know the stakes here. She has lots more than me to lose. All I gotta do is just tell Teach here what Olivia did. Shit, she wouldn't. She would. Took me a second to remember what they were talking about. Just one thing after another. You know we're talking about the damaged property. I'm telling you, it's at the bottom of all this. I'm not taking the hit. I'm innocent. If I got a squeal to prove it, oh well. No. Scalar throws her hands up in frustration. She's resigned to just being along for the ride, reaching for a lunch bag. Ben, I have to. I said no. There's other ways. Not good enough. This needs to come out. Mia, you do that and I dig out some of the skeletons in your closet. Ben covers his mouth. The fuck you just say to me? Oh my God. You heard me. Mia stares Ben down like she's about to slash his guts open. He's trembling, but he doesn't relent. Oh, you'll regret that. You'll fucking regret that, McKnight. I ain't doing this shit. Have fun trying to bang Inko's girl or whatever. What the fuck? Bye-bye. She turns around and stomps out of the room, completely ignoring all three of us. Another bout of silence overtakes the room. Scalar, Ben, and I look between each other. Well, that was eventful. Between Nidekin's report, Inko's account, and whatever that was, I think I have enough to work with. But we didn't finish. Come on, Benjamin. Don't you have some soul-searching to do? He stares at her, bewildered. Oh yeah, I need to remind myself to actually put in the updated art in here from Snoop Game that they changed a little bit. I'll remind myself to do that. He stares at her, bewildered. Seriously, Ben, please try to figure this out. Go back to class, the both of you. He still doesn't move. I opt to take the first steps towards the door, glancing back and motioning for him to do the same. Eventually, he follows me out of the office. Well, once we're out, I think to thank Ben. But why? He's the one that accused me and dragged me in there to begin with. He just fixed his own mess. Ben runs his hands through his hair. Oh, shit. I'm in trouble. You alright? I don't know. Look, I'm sorry about all that. Everything's just getting so complex. I feel like I'm losing it. I'm always juggling so many things. And so many people have different rules. I can't just let it start to get to me. Just gotta keep it up, right? What is it? Good question. I can't say. Sorry. I'll be fine. You should go. With a nod, I start heading back to class. Wait. Oh, for the love of... Will you make up your mind? I turn back, catching Ben's flinch. Is Olivia going to be alright? I'm gonna visit her after school. I told her I like her, and she told me she likes me. Oh, congrats. Thanks. Then, when you see her, could you tell Olivia? Tell her I'm sorry. About then, I didn't mean for it to hurt her. His fingers are clasped together in supplication. And while he looks sincere, I think you should tell her yourself. Once you see her again. You're right. I will. I give him a thumbs up and continue to lunch. By now it's about lunchtime, meaning I can hang out with Damien and Liz. Definitely needed after all this. After school, Is this the same thing? Right. I believe this is all the same thing. And see, okay. With a deep, calming breath, the butterflies finally start slowing down, and I'm able to push the door open. And see blackness. Olivia? The room is extremely dark. The only source of light is coming in from the entryway. Oh God. Like when you put extra features on his face instead of just the complete blankness, it looks a lot weirder, let me tell you. Like, it makes sense when it's, like, completely blank. You know? Holy shit. Oh. Oh my god. Oh. I have to take my sunglasses off in an attempt to see through the darkness better. Olivia? What the heck happened in here? Why is it so dark? Olivia? No response. Olivia? Oh! Oh, yeah! Gotcha! Oh. Oh, my leg! Hi. Her clawed fingers grip into my ankle tightly, and it takes all my coordination to stay standing. Olivia, what are you doing? Let go. Let go my ego. Sorry. Sorry. What are the lights doing out? How's it so dark? Reasons. I'm turning them on. Oh boy. I flipped a switch. Olivia's laptop lies shut on her bed alongside a drawing pad. Someone's been sketching by the light of a digital screen. Looks normal enough. God damn it. Give me that. My hands need to do things. It looks normal enough. How's it dark then? Olivia? Yes. Why is your window painted over with black paint? The light coming in offended my blackened heart, and my window became a canvas into the new darkness in my life. Yeah, it's dumb, I know. Olivia, are you alright? Olivia crawls back to her bed and flumps on it. Continuing her deep sigh the whole way through. Hey. Yeah, this morning after you left, I got the idea for it. Whole speech and everything. Something stupid about my old sketches. It was a moment of passion. And a while later I realized how silly it was, but the pain had already dried. At least the atmosphere is good, right? She sighs again into her mattress. Shit, this is embarrassing. I look at the covered window. I don't see why you'd be embarrassed. Padding over to her bed, I take the vacant spot right next to her. Shut up. Even as she says that, Olivia rolls herself closer to me. And very in character for you. Quit it. Her hands bat at me, though with no strength or animosity behind her blows. I'm able to simply slap back at her hands until I catch one. Hey. Her fingers curl around my hand. It's very you. Her cheeks puff out in an adorable pout that I can't help but smile at. I like that. Alright. You're lucky that I like you, or else I'd chomp off your leg. She growls at my smile, clearly annoyed by her own lack of intimidation. I guess I got used to it. Built up a tolerance for it So now I can see how Olivia really is. You like me and you'd still do that. Her bluff called, Olivia buries her face against my thigh and growls louder. But her fingers still cling tightly to my hand. Her head tilts just enough that she can peer at me with a solitary silver eye. And while her maw is muffled against my leg, I still clearly hear her say, "I missed you." My free hand comes around and gently combs through her hair. One of the things I've really marveled over is just how soft her hair looks. And genuinely feels, as I come to find, as my fingers run over the glossy green locks. "You've just been in here all day?" Olivia nods her head, nudging her scalp more against my hand. "I see you're set up here." "Yeah." She hefts herself upright again. "I've been drafting that painting all day. It's starting to come along. The laptop was just for light and music." She passes me the oversized pad. True to her word, the sketches are looking more and more refined. Each one gets closer to the one that she's going for. Once it's done, I was thinking, I could ask for it to be shown at the eulogy. "Oh. Yeah, think they'll let me?" "They better, with all this effort you're putting in." "Yeah." "Want to hear something weird?" "I've had a long day. Hit me." "This painting, I think it's special. When I woke up this morning, I felt lost. Lost enough to block out the light to my room. Then I just remembered my promise, and I got to work. It still hurts. But when I'm working on it, it's like it hurts less. Like it's what I should be doing. Like I'm doing it right. That's not weird at all." "Really? Come on now." "Alright, it's super weird. I think less of you now." But really." She bites her lower lip, thinking about something. "It is missing something." She gestures to the page I'm on, the most recent sketch. "I don't see anything wrong with it." "It's vague. There's no detail." "At the fountain, I tried. I really did. But I can only remember so much. And... Inko? Eh? Absolutely. I'll take the best dang pictures you'll ever see." "Thank you. First, though, how about I let the sunlight back in here, alright?" "Yeah. That's probably for the best." "Now, how would I go about doing that?" I move the washcloth across the window pane, slowly but surely scrubbing away the dried up paint in chunks. "Good thing Olivia keeps spare bottles of paint thinner on hand," I was about to say. Or at least Mrs. Payne has Olivia keep spare bottles. Ever since an incident involving a much younger and more rebellious Baronix smearing paint all over the walls. Yeah, see, that looks like it makes more sense when there's no details on his face. As I continue scratching some of the errant flakes of paint off with my fingernail, I don't get underneath. No. Ugh. My ears picked up the sound of a digital camera going off. In my peripheral, I see Olivia holding her phone toward me. Taking a picture when I'm not looking my best. For shame, Olivia. Ah, hush, you look fine. What's so special you need to take a picture for? Nothing, just using you to mess with unstable. Oh God. Nothing, just using you to mess with unstable human women by posting my catch on their forums. What kind of human woman forums are there? I'm imagining the shit posting now. Sup, it's me and my GF. Sup, virgins. R.I.P. you. Apparently. That random dude who just decided to take a picture, and you know, that's all he did. That's all he wanted. Was to just take a picture and post it. That's neat. What? Oh God! Don't make that face. Most of the paint is gone anyway. I tossed the rag aside and scrambled to take a seat beside Olivia. Are we actually gonna go do this? She cackles to herself as a new post with the photo shows up. I've never heard of this place before. But it does look like a woman, specifically for women. Reset era. Ugh. Ugh. That is to say, non-dinosaur. Isn't this that lizard lounge site Liz doesn't like? What? It's lefty pull. My God. No. This is a rival site for only human women. We're always messing with each other. I don't know if I feel comfortable being posted on these racist sites. I'm not gonna make jokes. Sorry. I'm not gonna go there. We're always messing with each other. Olivia's post features that picture she just taken, appended with the text, "Mine now, skinny horse. Your days are numbered." Your numbers are gonna dwindle. Ugh. Ugh. I thought they left that behind. I thought they left that kind of humor behind them, but I thought they cleaned up their act just a little bit, just because they're going to Steam now. Well, I guess not. There's a reply calling her a dirty trigger. Yeah. Olivia, I don't really appreciate being used for this sort of thing. Like I said before. Nah, don't worry about it. It's cool. Why are pizzas suddenly showing up to my house? How is this happening suddenly? Oh. See? They just IP banned me. Oh. Oh, let me just go unplug my router and plug it back in. Now I can post. Or do that on your phone when you turn airplane mode on, and then turn it back off, and then you get a new, and then you can post again. At least that's how it used to be, I guess. I never did anything like that. It took them 20 years to finally try to stop spam, by the way. It only took you 20 fucking years to slow down posting like that. Like you did all that pointless work for nothing. All that pointless moderation work in the past for no goddamn reason. It's a silly sight. A very, very silly sight. You got banned just for that. Nah, I can get around that super easy. Based. Fucking zaced. Keyed, even. And then I get to do it all over again. Their tears sustain me. Okay, that's enough internet. That's it. I'm taking you outside. It feels lovely, this grass. I shake Olivia's leg to get her moving. Oh, and the window is changed. Come on, you've been stuck in here all day. Come to the world of 11. Oh. Though I insisted to Olivia that I didn't mind carrying her, your back's gonna mind. You're gonna end up like Chris, having to lie down all the time while recording Only Plays. Poor guy. I think he told a story about how he actually slipped a disc, and apparently it causes your back to degrade over time. Ugh. That's well, I feel bad for him, but I hope he's okay. Overall. Though I insisted to Olivia that I didn't mind carrying her, she opted to shamble her way towards the couch on her own. When she reaches the couch, she pushes herself right into the cushions long ways. She sprawls out and exhales. Well, we're out here. Now what? You dragged me out here. You tell me. I didn't think that far ahead. You're insufferable. Well, there's some of Damien and Vinny's games by the TV. There's some of Damien and Vinny's games by the TV. There's some classic co-op games in there if you want to try one out. We can play It Takes Two. You sure? I don't really play games much. Yeah, it'll be fun. Sort of like repayment. You carry me to the couch. Now I carry you to victory. Har. I stand before Damien's chosen collection of entertainment. There's definitely some plain DVDs mixed in here. Oh, the right game isn't in the right case. Oh, this is really scratched. How much of this are you able to play? Oh my god. Oh, the whole thing? You're able to play the whole thing off of all this. Oh, and when I play a game that has one teensy, tiny little scratch on it, a cutscene just stops working. And I can't watch the cutscene, but if I skip it, it'll continue on and it'll read the rest of the game. Fucking injustice, man. A PS3 disc I had of that. Like, I don't know if it was like... It was when you start playing as Green Lantern on the story that one of the cutscenes just doesn't work. But the rest of the game works, so... And then when I got it on PS4, when you watch the cutscenes, it's like... They're really laggy and stuttery and weird, and it's basically unwatchable. And I don't remember the PS3 being like that. It's just like... Why? Why is it like this? And with Saints Row 4 on PS3, there was a speck of dust on the disc. And since the PS3 doesn't install the whole game and it will actually, read off the disc when it needs to load things in, it wouldn't really play past the intro. When I wiped that dust off, all good. Goddamn video games. There's definitely some plain DVDs mixed in here. I pick one of the more worn out looking cases and show it over my shoulder to Olivia. She gives an approving grunt. So it seems like I picked well. The disc slides into the console, and I start setting up the TV. And it takes me a lot longer than usual because I don't understand how they have everything set up, and this TV's menu system is very different. And I have to switch over to where the game console is on the TV menu, and I don't know where, and it's... While on my TV, you just press one button and it just goes to HDMI 1, HDMI 2, and I know which one's where, so it's just like that. Is it not working? What the fuck? You gotta smack the left side. Vinny left some magnetic toy near the screen once. The TV comes to life, its flickering screen displaying the console menu. I pick up two of the controllers. One of them's about to die. On the floor, and... What are you doing? What? Oh, I'm used to playing like this. She rubs her head on the cushion next to her, inviting me to sit normally. So, what's cool about this game is... what's cool is the co-op campaign has its own story. We can just play through that, because there's no way I'm letting you near the online scene yet. And with a quick few button prompts, the game starts. She contemplates skipping the cheesy introductory cutscene she's seen dozens of times by now, but lets it play out for my sake. When the game starts proper, I'm faced with a very specific problem. I am not good at video games. I'm good at watching them and listening to other people dissect them. Wow, this video series is over 12 hours long. Well. But I do not play them. Okay, just follow my lead and shoot everything that even looks like it's moving. Right, how... Olivia's already getting ahead in the game. I try to follow, but now my screen is pointed at the floor. Huh? Did I do something wrong? Maybe the other stick? And now I'm moving, but still looking at the floor. Hey, start shooting already. Okay. Surely the buttons on the face of the controller will shoot. Okay, I try one of the trigger-looking things at the back on the back of the controller. Some arm manifests on my side of the screen and throws something at the floor I'm looking at. And then there's a splash of bright orange. I died. I look down to Olivia and she's looking at me with utmost horror. What? There's no way you're this bad. I told you I never play video games. Fine. We'll do the tutorial and then start. With a few presses on our controller, we're back onto the menu, and then into some blank space area on screen. From there, boxes on the screen, along with some AI voice, read out the instructions for everything. I digested them slowly, having to double-check the buttons on the controller as it went, but if it was finished, I felt somewhat confident I wouldn't throw a grenade at my feet. Oh, and they decided to... Oh, and the buttons aren't colorful, so I can have a harder time... So when the button prompts go on screen, and it's just a blank, like, gray color with a shape on it, I won't immediately think of which button to press, and I'll have to think about it for a second. Because they decided to get rid of all the goddamn helpful colors for some reason. Hopefully. We went back into the co-op campaign when Olivia felt confident I wouldn't ruin the run. And so we sat, just running through the digital hallways of some military base, enjoying the simulated violence on screen. Just for a while, Olivia has no problems. After another few matches, Damien hops into the recliner. Hey, you guys didn't tell me you were starting a Friday gaming sesh. You kicking her ass yet, Inko? Nope, it's my first time playing. Well, really? It's the co-op campaign. You'll get to it. I'm rooting for you. Yeah, dude, you're being an excellent diversion while I gun them down. Someone's home. I get up and answer the door. There are two incredibly bundled figures caked in snow. Oh, she's shivering. Oh, oh great. Mormons. Hardy har. Oh, it's Sophia bringing Vinny back from school. While the small boy looked unfazed by the cold, Sophia was shivering uncontrollably, even with the extra layers of protection. Damien rushes to get some blankets for the two. Hello, Mrs. Payne. Hi, Vinny. Nico, what a surprise. Hey, Inky. When Sophia sees Olivia, she puts on her biggest smile. And Olivia, so good to see you spending time out of your room. Thanks, Auntie. Well, you guys started a game night. Inko, you beat her senseless yet. What's with you guys and wanting me to beat her so bad? It's funny. Nah, he hasn't. He's getting the hang of it, though. So you never know, yeah? Hear that, Liv? He's coming for you. Yeah, sure. When he ties both my arms behind my back. Actually, no, I'd still win. Oh, you know the rules. You gotta put up or shut up. Okay. She won. Again. It leaves a certain sting I don't think will ever heal. The uniform, yet thoroughly disappointed grimaces of Damien and Vinny's faces tell me they won't let it heal either. There's a knock at the door. Vinny jumps up to get it. Hey, Dad. The figure stumbles in through the blizzard and removes his heavy jacket. Geez, this weather. Hey, all. Winko, didn't expect you to still be here. Good evening, Randy. Did I do all this? Okay, yeah, I think we did all this. Alright, well, let's see how far it goes. How far... We'll see how far it goes. Alright, wait a minute. So, nope, he hasn't. It's embarrassing. First time then. Even if it weren't, he's just bad. Fine, you guys want to try? No way, this is something else. I'm watching this to the end. Vinny nods in respectable agreement. And then this. Olivia's face beams with joy, the end of her tail wagging like an excited puppy's. I take the distraction to snipe her from across the map. It's fair, you gotcha. Randy shoos Damien off his spot in the recliner, and he joins us on the couch. We play a few more games, and I keep losing. But every time I would get close, she would come in clutch and completely annihilate me. Somehow, a betting pool got started. Olivia's getting a few bucks from the rest, if I can't beat her even once. The pains encourage me as I get ever closer to actually scoring against Olivia. If anything, I want to get at least that tonight. At some point in all the excitement, the feeling occurs to me. Being in the comfort of a warm and inviting home, surrounded by such caring people, having fun with my friends. It's like I have a real family. She doesn't cover while she reloads. I see it. Hey, that's cheating. Nope, just insider information. He's gonna get ya. Nope, if that's how it's gonna be, I got one last trick up my sleeve. And I'm assuming they're still playing Warhammer. And I will play Space Marine as well. I have it on Steam. Oh my god, what the fuck are you doing? Oh. I think you're just scared. Oh my god, hey! Aww. I don't know how any of you are keeping up with all this. Oh, that would be our dinner. Randy heads for the door with a hand already reaching for his wallet. Pizza? What's the special occasion? We're gonna treat ourselves good and eat good tonight, hon. That's the special occasion. Not that I'm complaining about pizza, but isn't delivery pricey these days? Randy returns with the boxes stacked on his arms, flashing the used coupon in his other hand to Sophia. Her face dons an expression similar to the others earlier. See? Okay, everyone, get a plate and get some. Feel free to make a mess if you want cleanup duty. Damien and Vinny leap from their positions to have their plates in a blink of an eye. The air is filled with the delicious scent of sauce and cheese as Randy opens up all the boxes. Damien and Vinny immediately dive for the meat lover's pizza like ravenous sharks. The pepperoni and sausage pizza on the table looks appealing, but Randy passes a plate with a slice of anchovy pizza over to Olivia. Thanks, Uncle Randy. Dang, the anchovy one actually looks pretty good. Dang, the anchovy one actually looks pretty good. I don't think she'd mind if I sampled from hers. My hand slowly inches over closer towards Olivia's plate. Taking a moment to assess my hand's integrity, I purse my lips at her. Oh, come on, Liv. I just want to try it. Nope. Anchovies are Gator girl only. You wouldn't take something from your girlfriend, would you, Inko? She flutters her eyelashes at me while presenting a prominent pout. I just want to try it, though. More eyelash fluttering, and I can even see the moistness in her eyes. Oh wow, she gives a new meaning to crocodile tears. But a devilishly clever idea spawns within my mind. After all, if she wants to play the girlfriend card, how about a trade of something? The pout fades away in her confusion. Trade? For a bite. Her confusion morphs to curiosity. Maybe. What are you offering? With a smile, I lean in closer to Olivia. And closer. And closer still. Olivia's face is aflame with her blush, growing hotter and hotter by the second. I feel a puff of hot air from her nose flow against my chin. Her eyes are as wide as saucers now. This. My lips tap lightly on the edge of her maw. What? The gator is successfully stunned. Now's my chance. Quickly I go in for the kill and chomp down on the slice she was holding on to. I pull away from her while chewing on my hard-won prize. The pizza's very salty, but rich with flavor. I can taste why she likes anchovies on her pizza. Olivia's eyes are still wide, and her mouth is cycling open and closed. Ew, Mom! Ego gave Olivia cooties. Food tastes best when stolen. Whoa, Olivia, you okay? His hand waves inches in front of her face. I don't think she even notices. With a sigh, Mrs. Payne leans over and taps Olivia's shoulders. That finally wakes her up. Her eyes are now shifting between me and the bite marks I left on her pizza. Eyelids lowering, she glowers at me while taking a bite of her defiled slice. Olivia makes quick work of her slice, and then hands her plate to Sophia for another piece of fish-covered goodness. With everyone else focused on their meal, she leans in close. Dangerously close. My cheeks warm up as Olivia whispers into my ear. You owe me more for the bite. She's always had a bit of a huskiness in her tone, but... wow. The sun was hanging low by the time the pizza was finished, which meant it was time. It didn't take much to convince Damien and Mr. Payne to take me out to the fountain once Olivia fully explained why. We arrived at the deserted park just as the sun sank behind the horizon. Hurriedly, Damien, Randy, and I got to work. The male Paynes held the windscreen protector of Randy's car for me, doing their best to direct the remaining rays of light towards the fountain. Oh. I thought I clicked main menu and I was going to scream. I was going to squelch. The focus was just the details of it after all. The more references for Olivia, the better. No words, just the task at hand. Constantly moving to also keep warm and serious, the only thing to stop us was the daylight finally vanishing. My memory card was filled completely with reference shots for Olivia. A good 100 and some from every conceivable angle. And arriving back, Sophia had unfolded the couch into a bed for me. It hadn't even occurred to me how late it could be, or how bad the weather could end up. I feel like I'm frozen to the core, combined with my clothes becoming damp from the melting frost. Instead, Olivia dragged me onto the lumpy mattress of the couch bed, sitting right beside me so I could go through the photos with her. The rest of the household slunk off to bed shortly after, leaving just us two in the living room. Just huddled together looking through my camera. We were the only ones still up. And while I wasn't cold anymore, Olivia insisted on keeping me warm by lying across my lap as if she were a very gator-shaped blanket. Hey. She contorts herself around until she can look into my eyes. Yeah? About earlier. You still owe me. Come on, seriously? It was just a bite. It wasn't just a bite. Her face is on fire, but her eyes remain locked on mine. That didn't count. What? That peck on the nose. That doesn't count. Olivia, I don't understand. That was our first kiss. Oh. I hadn't even considered that it was our first kiss. Suddenly, my face begins to heat up rapidly. It just came to me, and felt so natural to do it. Well, alright, She crosses her arms. Olivia might have looked intimidating if she weren't also splayed out across my lap while she did it. So, you want an actual... with interest? A fair trade. Even as I look down at her with an incredulity, Olivia maintains a serious face and posture. Locked in a staring contest with her, I feel my lack of shades has weakened my defenses. I cave in. Alright, I owe you a real kiss. And what else? I want to go on a date. An actual romantic date. The split second I get my chair back. Alright. So, the first part. Olivia's hands reach up, latching into the sides of my head. I expected her to drag me down roughly, but instead I can feel her hands shake as she slowly guides me downward. It's awkward and slightly painful how I have to twist at my waist to meet her, but it's worth it. It's soft. Chest. Skin and scale pressing lightly together. The hot air of our breath intermingles. I support myself with my arms over her. Her arms move from my head to around my neck. Her eyes grew heavy. I don't know who faded first, but Olivia clung to me as we drifted to sleep just like that. I stir from my sleep as the morning sunlight begins peeking through the glass back door. It's quiet. The only sign of life is the light breathing of the girl holding me close. She's wrapped her arms around one of mine, gently nibbling my shoulder in her sleep. She's warm. I start drifting back to sleep, lulled in by Olivia's soft breathing. My thoughts adrift between sleep and awake. They're puzzle pieces that slowly come together into a single unified phrase that wholly captures what I'm feeling. I love her. I feel a horrible disturbance approaching. Iki, Liv, wake up! The cursed beast plants both of its feet into my chest, shaking me by the collar. No! Olivia responds by swatting him clean off of me with her tail. Oh, I can't breathe. You knocked the wind out of me. Oh. He's fine. Olivia sets herself up, wiping the sleep from her eyes. Morning, Nico. Saturday morning. A check of my phone says it's 7:30. 4 hours too early. Barely. I sit up, narrowly missing Vinny's second landing zone. He's got the cable remote. The TV flickers to life, and Vinny starts flicking through the channels at a speed only he can comprehend. Morning, Nico. Damien enters from the hallway. I think this is all the same. Don't talk about ponuts, okay? I've had enough of ponuts for one lifetime. We'll just go through it all. Anyways. The TV flickers to life, and Vinny starts flicking through the channels at a speed only he can comprehend. Morning, Inko. Damien enters from the hallway. Sorry about the wake-up call. It's Vinny's favorite season. Winter? Hockey. Vinny cheers loudly, and I look to the screen to see a player being brutally slammed into the protective glass of the ice rink. So, should we move? Too comfy. Yeah. I'm hungry. Go make breakfast. What do you want? A big plate of eggs and bacon. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. I think I'd burn the kitchen down first. There's plenty of cereal out there if you want some. Olivia drones dramatically. Fine. Gently untangling myself from Olivia's grasp, I shoot Damien a thumbs up as I make my way to the kitchen. A quick search through the cupboards and the fridge nets me the necessary components, and I manage to avoid destroying the kitchen as I pour cereal and milk into 2 plastic bowls. As I give each bowl a spoon, a vibration emanates from my pocket. I whip out my phone and check what it's for. It looks like a new 3-hour analysis of the third place speed running world record for Wii golf. The thumbnail displays the record holder's face with an arrow pointing to it and a text proudly advertising the Ponut Slurp Strat. Ponuts. I'm really not much in the mood for these recently, for some reason. I'll mute the notifications. And done. As I return to the living room, the scene is a lot more lively. The two brothers are commentating the match to one another while gently shaking the couch in excitement. Olivia has since sat up and wrapped herself in the blanket, only opening a spot for me once I approach. I take the seat, offering her the bowl of sugary goodness while she greedily accepts. Not too long after we're cuddled together again, she leans her head against my shoulder. Despite the ruckus, I'm able to find the perfect spot to snuggle with Olivia and enjoy her warmth. This is nice. We do our best to withstand Vinny's ramblings about hockey teams, though it seems like he's more interested in which team gets in the most fights rather than wins the most. I took a look to her. Ding dong. Ging ding ding. I look towards Olivia every so often, worried that she might be losing interest in just sitting here. But she always reassures me with a gentle smile, one that says she wouldn't have it any other way. Sharing in her contentment, we continue the snuggle on the couch together, occasionally cheering with the brothers as they celebrate the successes of their hockey team. Damien and Vinny start shouting in victory as the home team gets the final score. What a slap shot! Heard the excitement in the room, watching hockey again? Sophia settles herself onto the recliner, opening up her laptop, and we're just going to go through this. The back rub from Olivia helps to clear my airway quicker at least. Well then, Damien switches on some game and slumps in his familiar position in the recliner in mere seconds. I don't even know how he keeps track of the blur of colors on screen. I feel like it's going to give me a seizure if I look too hard. Olivia tugs on at my arm. Hey, want to head back to my room and watch something? Well, what do you have in mind? Nothing in particular. I'm sure I'll find something good. Alright. I follow Olivia's proud march into her room. The scent of paint is still a bit strong. But when is it not in here? It's impressive how she manages to actually hop from kneeling on the floor to kneeling onto her bed. Her tail pats the open spot next to her as an invitation. But not for me, as Gut seems to scurry out from wherever he was hiding to curl right up against Olivia's thigh. So I take the spot opposite of him, settling in right next to Olivia as she opens up her laptop. On the screen, I see a plethora of folders with incomprehensible names, with multiple brackets alternating between kanji and English. How do you know what kanji is, like, compared to, I guess, regular new Japanese or whatever? Like, how can you tell the difference? Olivia's cursor flies between each folder, her eyes scrunched in concentration as she tries to find the perfect show. She finally makes her choice, though what it is, I don't know. How many of those did you download? The name is all Japanese, written in English. And there's like 6 different things in brackets denoting the language, aspect ratio, and more obscure details. I don't do things like that. Totally. Oh my lord. The media player pops open, and the first thing to pop up is a silhouette of a Pachysaurus in old Japanese attire. And then the pop music started, in English. At first I was apprehensive with their pick, but it really is a good show. I'm fully enraptured by the Apache Samurai's story, along with his budding romance with a young human girl who maintains her family's dojo. We fully settled in, Olivia splayed out across her bed and giving me just enough space to sit with my back against the wall beside her. While I'm fully enjoying the story, split equally between intense sword fights and bouts of light-hearted comedy, my thoughts go back to something else. The formal. And how to actually ask her to it. She's already going since it's also Mr. Heideken's memorial. Olivia already asked me out on a date, kind of. I'd argue strong-armed into it, but then again I want to go out with her, so it was very Olivia of her. So what would be Inko's way of doing it? Looking around for inspiration, I noticed that my girlfriend has left out a lot of her sketch material. Balled up papers and her sketch pad right by my knee. Guts laying atop of her colored pencil case. And a mechanical pencil digs into my palm. While Olivia is focused on her laptop screen, and the oddly not so bloody sword fight on it, I begin my greatest plan to date. First, I sketch out what's meant to be a full-body portrait of Olivia. Though the wheelchair ends up looking like it's a normal chair with rocks for wheels, her hands just claws, and her tail shrunken down to a quarter of its actual size, it still resembles her. Kinda. Sorta, I guess. This chair. Just making sure. I clip on the mechanical pencil and slowly reach over with the pad, nudging the back of Olivia's head. She swats at it and eventually grabs it, yanking it in front of her. And then her tail starts wagging a bit. Bingo. It searches for my arm and wraps around it while Olivia furiously jots something down on the page. I lean forward to lay on my stomach beside her when she passes it back. She's drawn on an equally rough She's drawn on a equally rough portrait of me, with my shades missing and my jacket looking more like a button-up. For a while, the two of us resume our drawing game from the start of the school year. Dirty mind? What? Oh. Ew. Oh my God. Oh. Whew. I don't have the mouse turned on with the recording. Oh. We got shades, we got the ultimate nutbuster, I guess. Whatever this paper stuff above that. A breaststroke, I don't know. Whatever the hell. Oh, the soldier. I forgot his name. Fat chunker. Choice. I don't know what's below that. John Wick, for some reason. A gun. Your face when racism. A nitro box, I guess. The S. Ding dong. I don't know. It looks like ding dong. That. And lots of shades. Sherple. Whatever the fuck that is. Over the course of the Samurai Show's run, we decorate numerous sheets from her sketch pad with nonsensical doodles. Alright, it's time. I make sure my arm's position is shielding the page. This next drawing has to be special. And I see just the spot for it. My heart flutters a bit as I look it over. Could it be a little better? Nah. Nah, it's good. No, it's perfect. I passed the sketch pad over, just as I have a half dozen times now. Olivia stares at the little doodle on the page. I hear her breathing pick up. She pulls the pad aside, well out of my vision. I feel the bed wobble as she furiously scribbles something down. It sure has taken a while. On screen, the Bata whatever has just finished an epic duel, winning with an intelligent use of technique in his sword's sheath, all without killing anyone. The pad is plopped in front of me. You in 3 seconds. Oh boy. Oh, fuck. Oh. Olivia buries her snoot into the back of my head, nuzzling it aggressively. Ooh-woo. Glomped. She's making those bellowing noises again. Oh. My leg almost cramped. But I'm good. I'll take that as a resounding yes. You're not gonna let me up, are ya? No, you're all mine. She keeps bellowing, but her focus slowly returns to the episode. For the rest of it, we remain like this. I got big plans. Just you wait.